Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome to part 2. And sorry if it's a little bit, like, straight into it. Like, I'm not, like, because my phone died and I ramble too much, I've had to split it into 2 parts, so it might, like, because it's not, like, I didn't plan it to be 2 parts, so it might seem a bit strange, but anyways, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so my phone died, so I'm really sorry about this lighting. Okay, I don't know if that's any better. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, so basically, like, when, like, it's like a different, I don't know, it's because, like, if, like, they have to prepare you, basically, they have to prepare your body for a C-section, which is why they give you a stronger epidural, so so you can't feel completely anything. So it's not just, you can't just not feel the pain, you cannot feel anything at all. Like, I couldn't even feel my arms or anything. I was just like that. I couldn't feel anything. Oh no, I think I might have been able to feel my arms. But like that, I couldn't feel. I also had, like, I was hooked up to a lot of stuff. I don't know what, but I remember needles and, like, stuff going on behind me. Quick now before Lola wakes up. But yeah, so I had my eyes closed. I still had my eyes closed, like, looking, like, up and then closing them again. And the doctor and the midwife shouted at me, but they were just like there saying, like, look Jess, you gotta open your eyes. And I was like, I can't. And he was like, you're gonna have to, you need to, it'll be okay, just like you need to be open, because they have to make sure I'm not unconscious or dead, I think, or unconscious, I think. They have to make sure, like, you know, I'm still, like, there, I'm still, like, so I had to open my eyes, I was just looking up. I generally couldn't do anything, I was just looking up. I couldn't hold Ryan's hand or anything, because obviously I had needles everywhere, and there was too many people. Like, you couldn't even get next to me. He was just standing there, like, in the corner. Bless him. He couldn't do anything. You just had to watch, which is horrible, because he said he saw it, and he said he looked at the wrong time. So he wasn't looking, and then he looked at the wrong time. But anyways, but I think he said, like, he looked when he saw, like, them pulling my, like, the umbilical cord, or, like, the afterbirth out of me. He said it was disgusting. But anyways, so yeah, so then, like, I think I pushed twice, and, like, I wasn't expecting it. Like, I was still like there, like pushing away, and then, like, because again, the midwife, she would tell me, like, when to push and all that, and then she was like this, I'm like, oh, can you hear that? That's your baby. And I was like, what? I can't hear anything. What is she on about? Is it already out? then I heard, like, a little scream, like, oh, it's so cute. And again, because so many people are, like, talking, and, like, they're all, like, doing their own thing, I think. Like, I don't really get why this, like, Sammy. Like, I don't really get, like, why, like, there was so many people there. I know they all have, like, their different jobs, and they all have to be doing stuff, but, like, still, like, I was so scared. But yeah, and they obviously had to check her and all that first, and then they asked, like, do I want to hold her, or did Ryan want to hold hers? And because I was lying flat on my back, I didn't want to, it sounds horrible, I didn't want to like hold her like that, like, you know, like on, like, and not be able to look at her properly, or like enjoy the moment kind of thing, because I had so many like needles in me. Go on then. Yeah, go on then. And then so they gave her to Ryan in a little towel, and he was looking at her, and like the midwife was like taking loads of photos of us all and of her, and it was so cute. She was so cute. And they then had to lift me back onto my other bed, and so they did that, and then they wheeled us to like the room we were already in, like when we were trying to give birth, like there. They told Ryan why she wasn't coming out. It was because she was facing upside down. So not like bum was there and all that kind of stuff, but I think like because I was like that, and I think for that you have to have a C-section, I think. I don't actually know, but I was a C-section baby. But anyways, her head was facing the wrong way basically, so instead of facing up, she was facing down, I think. It's one of the ways. So if a baby is supposed to face up, I think then she was facing down. But if it was supposed to be up, no, if it was supposed to be down, then she was facing up. I know it was the opposite way of what it should have been. That's all I know. Ryan, obviously, he was told, he was telling people, I was just there. So, I think it was one of those. And, obviously she was born on Christmas Eve. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And, like around, like, she was like 3:18, she was born at the time, in the afternoon. And yeah, and so Ryan had to do a wheeler, like everyone was like, people were wheeling me, but then he was wheeling Lola, and he was like going past, and he kept getting stopped by everyone on the way, and like saying like, oh, she's so beautiful and all that kind of stuff, but he kept getting lost because he was just like, oh, they're going without me, I'm gonna have to go. But yeah, and so then oh yeah, so I had to have a drip again, and so I had that, and everyone was really nice to us there, apart from Christmas Day, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But yeah, everyone was so nice. We loved like getting to know Lola and all that. So because they were also quite understaffed there. So like we had to learn like in the hospital how to do everything like on our own without people teaching us. So like a few times like a midwife would come in, like obviously like if like Ryan was asleep or if Ryan was there, I still couldn't move, so I had to try and call them in to do a nappy and to like pass it to me to feed her. And so we did that, but when obviously Ryan was awake, you had to feed her, and well, we both had to feed her, like obviously, and but yeah, like there wasn't like, there was hardly anyone to like show us, like, I don't know if there normally is, but like the woman, like I was so tired about on Christmas Day, saying how we didn't know anything, so we had to just stay longer, and I wasn't like, I don't know, like, this is why, like, we were a bit confused, because, like, we already knew how to do stuff, because we just taught ourselves, like, then. But yeah, so we did everything, like, on our own. We didn't really need, like the only time we needed, like, help was, like, Ryan needed help because he never changed a nappy before. Like, I've, like, changed, like, our nephew's nappy, and, like, so I knew how to do it. But Ryan, obviously, like, he didn't really know at first, so he wasn't really sure how to do it. So he, so that's why he called a midwife in to just help him do the nappy. And obviously, like, when she first did a poo, he wanted to, like, know how to do that as well. But, like, he was asleep when that happened, so the midwife tried to wake him up. I tried to wake him up a few times because she was crying, I think, or, like, I couldn't reach the button, I think, or something. I can't really remember. But I remember I was like, I chucked the pillow at him, I tried shouting him, he just wouldn't wake up. So in the end, I managed to get the button. But it was quite, I think, because it was, like, on, like, on a table, like, it was next to me, but it wasn't, like, in arm's reach. So I had to, like, generally, like, try and stretch to do it whilst I was, like, because I was, like, getting my movements back, if that makes any sense. But I wasn't, like, I don't know, like, fully. Like, I think I had to know how to stand in the morning. I had to practice that in the morning, but at night he just said to, like, stay in bed. So obviously I stayed in bed, but, like, I was, like, I had to, like, grab the table. They were on wheels, so I had to try and, like, reach to grab it and then drag it, I think, because something was on there. I think the button, I think they put the button on there, or the button wasn't working. I can't remember, but in the end, I did something else. I can't remember. I think they just came in. I think they might have just come in, because I don't think I could get it. No, I think what happened was, I'm trying to remember now, I think they might have come in, as I was trying to get it, the button. I think they just came in, like, so yeah, so they came in, and I said that I think she might be hungry and a nappy might need changing, and they were like, okay, like, do you want, like, they were, like, they're saying, oh, Ryan wanted to be awake, didn't he? I was like, yeah, he did, but I've tried to wake him up, I don't think he'll wake up. So she was there, she kept going, like, Ryan, are you awake? And it was just quite funny, because he wasn't waking up, and then in the end she had to, like, tap and go, Ryan. Eventually he did wake up, and she was just like, you want to know how to do this? And he was like, yeah, please. So she's taught him anyways, and then he went straight to sleep. Like, I couldn't sleep the entire night. I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I was awake the whole night. I couldn't sleep. But yeah, and so that was funny. Anyways, the morning came, and I think we had a different midwife. I can't remember, or I might have had, like, the same one for a little bit, because I think she helped me get up when it was, like, daylight kind of thing, and then she got us some breakfast, which I think we just had toast, and yeah, so I was able to, like, get up and walk and do all that, and or I think she said, you're ready, you can. Well, I think they tested my legs and they were like, oh, you can get up and try and walk or something now. I can't quite remember how it happened. So I think Ryan might have helped me to get up. I can't quite remember. I just can't remember. But I remember I did get up eventually, and then they were just like, oh yeah, because also I had a drip sorry, I forgot to mention that. That was another reason why I couldn't just get up. Not a drip. What are they called? Like a tubey thing that goes in your privates, so you can wee. So I couldn't get up to do a wee because I had a tubey thing. I've forgotten what they're called. I know what they're called, I just forgotten what they're called. So after they took that out, which was, I think, in the morning, which was a little bit painful, well, a little bit, not loads really, but I remember I was holding my aunt's hand and I was scared, and it just went like that, and it took, I didn't really feel it that much, to be fair. I didn't feel it go in either, obviously, because, yeah, but I can't really remember, like, I know someone told me that, like, it goes in before you have the baby. But I don't know if it did or not. I generally don't even know when it went in. I'm trying to think now. I can't remember. I think it went in after, but I can't really remember. And then, yeah, they took that out. I then got up to walk. I took a shower because they didn't have a bath. They just had a shower. It was just like literally just like an open shower. And then the toilet and a sink, and which I was a bit scared about, to be honest, because I thought I was gonna like slip. They had a drainage, but like I don't know, because like it wasn't like, it was quite big, so like I don't think it was like easy to slip or anything, but like I just got quite scared. I thought I was gonna slip. But anyways, so yeah, I was like really confused because like I was like, I'm guessing that it was like, there was still quite a lot of blood. Oh, I forgot to mention, like, they had to cut me open down there, so I had a giant scar, apparently. It was like that big, I think. I also teared a little bit, I think, as well. But yeah, so like on my legs, I think, and a little bit on my tummy, I think it might have been just my legs. But it was like yellow, and I was like, why is there yellow? Like, what? Why is there yellow on my legs? I'm guessing it's just from giving birth, and they just like, obviously, they try to clean up as much blood as they can, but you know, they can't clean it all up in like that time. So I'm guessing it was just that. But like, I was like, I remember like standing there in like the shower, and I remember thinking like, why have I got yellow on my legs? Like, I just remember that like one thought. But yeah, and then, so yeah, I had my shower, you know, also had like, I just had normal pads, like, I had like quite heavy, periods anyways, but I took like a what are they called, a maternity pad, but I don't think I was given any, like, because they just had like a sheet for me, like under, like a pad, but it was like a sheet, if that makes any sense, like under my butt, like if it came out. What they did for like through the night and all that, because I wasn't able to wear underwear or anything. Obviously when I could, then I put one on, and yeah, so then it got to like, this midwife took over, and she was horrible. Like, well, she wasn't horrible. She was just, I don't know. She wasn't very nice to us. She was quite judgy. We didn't really like her. It was quite rude to us, and this was like a genuine thing. Like I was like quite confused. Like I was watching Lola quite a lot, and I picked her up, and I realised that there was just a white, not white, but a see-through blob, a wet blob. And I checked her clothes, I checked her mouth, I checked her, like, obviously her hair would be wet, but I checked her mouth, I checked her hair, but not hair, her clothes. And she was like dry everywhere. So I didn't, like, and I checked like her cheek or like her neck and everything in case she was sick, and I was like, she hasn't like like she's completely dry, so I figured that it was coming from, because she had a scar, well she hasn't got it anymore, but she had like a cut there on the back of her ear from the tongs, I think they said it was. I don't know, but basically she had like a scarry thing there, and I thought it was from that. I thought it was from her cut, so that's why I got concerned and scared, because I thought it was like, I don't know, like pus or something. So I asked her to kind of like, I was like, oh, it's like a white, like you know, thing, and she was like, it's just sick. I was like, oh, okay. Well, to be fair, it was sick, but like I just didn't, like I wasn't expecting her to be that rude about it. Because I checked to see if it was sick, like on her face or something. I didn't really like. I don't know. I double questioned myself, and like, because of that one question. And then she saw, like, literally I went to the toilet, Ryan just changed her, and he was like just standing by her watching her, and then she came in and she had a massive go at him, saying that she needed to have a blanket on. And then like Ryan was like, oh, I was just changing her, and then like she was like, oh well, I figured that was it, but she needed a blanket on. And then like how is she supposed to have a blanket on whilst you're changing her? Like no, none of the other midwives said that. And so like, yeah, she wasn't very nice about that. Like obviously Ryan put a blanket on her after he changed her, but it was just because like he literally just finished doing up her little poppers. So yeah, and she walked off, and then she was just like there saying like, oh, you're not coming home today. I don't think you're ready to have a baby. Like you're just not ready to take her home. And me and Ryan looked at each other like, what do you mean? Like what? Like we thought we were going home today, because they like all of the midwives said like, oh, you're doing so well, like this buffet doing so well, like oh, you'll be home like at lunchtime, like you know you can go around there and all that. And because she's like the last, well she wasn't our last midwife, we had another one just as she went home, and then she sent us home. But yeah, like she was saying like, oh sorry, no, you can't go, like you can't go, you can't leave, like you're not ready to go yet, you're gonna need to do a lot more stuff, like you're gonna be here for the next few days. And then me and Ryan were so confused, and we just got so upset. It was Christmas Day, we just wanted to take Lola home. We just wanted to like get some sleep, because we couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for the past 2 days, and just want to like settle her in at home, because we didn't want to like get used to like we didn't want to like, I don't know, it sounds mean, but I don't mean it to be mean. We didn't want to like get used to like that environment and then be taken out of it to go into like a strange place, and I just didn't want her to get too like attached or anything, or like to the hospital, if that makes any sense. Like I wanted to get used to like our home, to like get used to like into a little routine kind of. Obviously she was like fine anyways, but like at the time that's just what I wanted. And so did Ryan. Like we were just very confused. Like obviously, like again, like what I said before, like they were understaffed, so they didn't do anything for us. We like why should they anyways? Like you know, like we wanted to do it. Like we're our parents, like you know. But yeah, they didn't really teach us to do anything. They didn't like teach us how to like give her a bottle or anything like that. And like they were just there saying like, oh well, your midwife phoned us saying like you don't know how to give her a bath. And then we were just like a relative did show us how to do a bath, but the health visitor, they never taught us how to do it. Like the health visitor did after about 1.5 months of her being born. obviously after the umbilical cord goes off anyways, like I knew that. But yeah, and then she was there saying like, well, we need to teach. And then she like contradicts herself, saying like, oh well, you can't really bath her anyways, I guess, till like her umbilical cord comes off, so we can't even show you how to do that here then. And we were just like, oh okay, so can we go then? And then she was like, no, we still need to know other stuff. And we're like, really, like what else did we like need to know? We knew like we were comfortable. Like if we weren't comfortable, then I would understand, and like if there was something we needed to know, then again I would understand. But like we were fine. We were literally fine. And so yeah, and so then she like went, I think, like after like I don't know, like I'm not really sure why she was mean to us or like in a mood, and she just kept saying like, oh well, we're understaffed, you don't have time to do this today, so you're gonna have to do it tomorrow. So that's why we had to like, that's why they kept telling us we had to, well not they, that one midwife, because that's what she kept saying. And she kept like, I don't know, like she kept saying like, making us feel that ungrateful, because she kept saying like, oh I've just been delivering a baby, I can't just show you how to run a bath. And we were just like, well, we're like, it's okay, she doesn't need a bath. You know, she's just been born. Like, she doesn't need a bath. And we kept getting really confused of why she kept going on about it. And in the end, she left anyways, and we had a new midwife. And second she saw her, she was like, oh, you can go now. I don't know why they've kept you so long. And we were like, oh, okay. So we phoned up Ryan's mum, and she picked us up. But yeah, and then yes, we got picked up around 7 o'clock at night, I think. Yeah, it was around 7 o'clock at night, so we didn't get in until like 7:30. Really upset, because we just thought like, well, we could have gone a lot earlier if that woman let us go. Because we were literally told, we were like before she came in, like the midwife before, she told us, she's like, oh, you can go like around just before like lunch, like in the morning. And so we arranged a lift, and the other one came in saying that we can't go, so we had to cancel it. So yeah, but yeah, so that was the birthing story really. Nothing really, I don't know. So yeah, sorry again, it's a bit boring. Maybe I don't know if you're interested in it or not. Wanted to share it, so. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.